this is Fantasy-esque and welcome to Werewolf Stories, a series following the tales of a werewolf pack dedicated to carrying on the royal bloodline. In the last chapter, concern about Rosa's lack of heirs continued to grow, with people turning their eyes to Nina's baby as a potential successor. Their prayers were granted when Nina gave birth to a baby boy named Master Jack. Born a cousin to the Alpha, his arrival pacified the werewolves concerned for the pack's future. Later, the pack held its third match. Lord Ira Lee and Lord Floyd Patel were chosen to fight for breeding rights with the Alpha. Ira won and fathered Rosa's second child, leaving the werewolves hopeful for a royal son. We are picking up on Thursday night at the Werewolf Alley. What is this place? Well, it's sort of like a tavern. But one thing that our werewolf leaders like to do during their reign is create new establishments, or even get rid of things from the older generations and rebuild it with something new. Now, because the reign of Julia was so long, we had a lot of different things that was brought up in Chestnut Ridge, and pretty much Julia left her mark everywhere, whereas Elmer, his reign was pretty short, so he only really managed to renovate half of Chestnut Ridge, and I think Rosa is picking up from that point. So this is one of those places that she has renovated. If you guys have watched any of the previous generations, you will remember that we had, I think, a museum here before, and that museum has now been rebuilt into the Werewolf Alley, which is sort of like a tavern complex. So Rosa has decided, along with the other members of her pack, that she is going to be staying here for a while. We're going to be here basically until she is ready to give birth and go back to the castle. Right now, Rosa is in her second trimester. This time around, I am not lying, she is in her second trimester. But this place has some nice accommodation, so we, have a place to rest. I mean, these werewolves don't ever really get tired anyways, so I don't think that particularly matters. But it just adds to the niceness of it all. We do have a few things that these werewolves have on their minds, though, and what they want to do. So we're definitely going to pay attention to some of that. Now, Marie, she has also gone ahead and added in, I was going to say acquired, but I mean, he's not really a property, he's a person. But I suppose I could say that. She has acquired a new match suitor in Lord Max Villarreal. So this is the new match suitor that has joined our pool over here, from which she will select in the future. And seems as though he's off to a good start, because he has a good relationship alongside Floyd. We'll have to see if anyone else manages to, change the rankings. But we have time. So what is on Marie's mind? What does she want? What is she going to do while she is here at the Werewolf Alley? Marie wants to cook a meal and share it with the pack members to further appease them. While she's had some doubts about Rosa recently, she ultimately feels that Rosa is the pack's alpha, and that if the Fates wanted to speak, they would have spoken at the succession. Knowing the werewolves are starting to lean towards her, Marie wants to use a meal to put in some good words for her sister. So I know this is something that, I am actually going to go ahead and see if I can get... Do we have a kitchen somewhere here? Please tell me we have a kitchen. We should have a kitchen. I'm going to try and get a meal going before we go any further, because I feel as though I have been... Okay, we have a kitchen here. I have been, notoriously, speaking on the wands and then forgetting to actually do the wand. So let's see. We'll make... No, none of this. We can't bake anything? Of course we cannot. Can she make anything? I mean, she can make boiled eggs. Okay, make some boiled eggs. We'll go do that at least. She's gonna make some boiled eggs. She just wants to cook a meal, nothing too specific. But, okay, now that I have that action cued, I can talk through whatever was on my mind without forgetting to actually do the whim. So, Marie, some of us have been wondering whether Marie is going to, gather people and try and get support to overthrow Rosa, because people have been not suspicious of, but people have been questioning Rosa's capabilities as alpha and whether or not she's actually cut out to lead the pack, given that we started off, with an ominous time. We started off with deaths, constant fires. She had a girl, not a boy. Thankfully, Nina helped appease people just a little bit because she had a son, so now at least the pack has an heir. It's not a royal heir, but at least it is an heir. So that's kind of diffused the situation just a little bit. But people, now that I feel like Marie is on their mind, they might have a little bit of trouble putting Marie out of their mind. They've kind of fallen into this habit of looking for mistakes in Rosa and then trying to justify why Marie might have been the better choice, even though pretty much all of them were on Rosa's side in the previous generation. So that's something that Marie is now trying to counter. Yes, even she thought that, she would have been probably the better choice and that people sided with Rosa, but Rosa might not be cut out for this. At the end of the day, though, she feels as though things happened for a reason, and Rosa, however, she's performing now, did win according to werewolf law, so Marie wants to abide by that, and she wants to, stick by Rosa's side. Also, we have to remember that Rosa was, one of the siblings who helped pull Marie out of being an outcast in the pack. She was like a good support for Marie, and she even helped to build up Marie's confidence when she was young. So even if Marie is getting acceptance from others, surely she's not going to forget what her sisters did for her. And she's going to be appreciative of that. Now, this might change in the future. I don't know if it will anytime soon. But it could change. It could change in the future. And oh my goodness, where'd you leave the eggs? You just left the eggs here? I mean, can we put the eggs somewhere that isn't covered in books, perhaps? Hold on a second. Can we put it anywhere that's not covered in books? Wait. Okay, she's made the meal. I kind of want to call everyone to meal, though, because that was the whole point, wasn't it? She's influential right now. She's gonna try and use some of her influence to, get people to feel as though, okay, there we go. We'll just call everyone to meal. She can use this as, oh, she's already eating. Oh, my bad. But I want to call everyone to meal. We want to call everyone to meal. Yeah, so she can use her influence to let people know that maybe we're being a little bit harsh on Marie and she's gonna figure things out. We just have to give her a little bit of time. Okay, excellent. So she's going ahead. She's having her little bit of egg, and I imagine she would be having some conversation. And oh look! This is the new guy who's joined. Max Villarreal. Okay, so that's really good. She's gonna have that conversation. People are gonna come in. They're gonna be more receptive to what she's saying. Wonderful. Now, next up, we have a note with Rosa. So Rosa wants to be friendly with Patrick and see how he's adjusting to life in a larger pack, because the pack really is bigger now. Oh, that's a lot of people. She's never really bonded with him, but knows his family is liked because of his father's service as shepherd under King Elma. Having him on his side would help her reputation among the younger population. Plus, Patrick is a childhood companion of Rosa and one she wishes to pursue a deeper friendship with. So, Patrick's father, Edwin, he, was someone who was respected in the previous generation. I mean, he was shepherd. He pretty much raised all the children. Well, not all of them, but, he raised all the girls before they were old enough to move into the castle. So he's got some standing. The Empire name has some standing. And then even maternally, his mother was royalty. She was from a family, or she's descended from royalty, like humans, non-werewolves, who were kind of bred in to werewolf society after they were defeated and the empire was brought down, or the kingdom was brought down. So, he does have that unique kind of lineage, and so she feels like it's important to make that bit of connection with him. So we'll just go here. We don't want to complain about the dish. No. We'll just be a little bit friendly. We'll discuss some fitness techniques. Maybe once we're done eating in the bathroom, honey. But, this is good. She's chatting with everyone over here. Is this Johnny? Lord Johnny Zest? I think so. She's chatting with him. This is good. This is very good. And, Ira Lee. So, she's definitely trying to reinforce some of the connections that she has with people. Okay, nice. It seems as though Patrick's really, really excited about things. Good on you, Patrick. Good on you. We're gonna let these guys kind of relax with each other and spend time with each other, and we'll check back in to see what else is happening in the Werewolf Alley, probably when the Queen is in her 3rd trimester. It is Friday night. We are picking up after May has returned from school and has wrapped up all of her homework and all of her extra credit work. Now, I'm not sure if I've mentioned this already, but Marie has recently graduated from school. She's had an early graduation, which means she can take on her role as matchmaker in its full capacity without having to go for huge chunks of time to school for education. So that's really good. And May, she has an A grade right now. She's an A student. So hopefully soon she'll be on the path to getting an early graduation as well. I mean, her birthday is the following Thursday. So about a week from now, just under a week. Hopefully we are going to have that early graduation, and then we'll have, some nice days with her as a teen to spend before she turns into a young adult. We have some interesting things that have been happening behind the scenes. So we are going to talk through some of that, starting with a note that belongs to May. Also, Rosa has gone into her 3rd trimester, so that is really exciting. We also have had some age ups. Actually, let me quickly jump to an age up that we have had. Master Jack Caliente, guys, has aged up into a toddler. Look at how cute he is. This is the baby between Nina and Charlie. He has Nina's exact skin tone and shade, and then of course he has his father's hair and father's eyes. That white blonde hair and the dark blue eyes. Such a unique combination of genes, and he looks so adorable. I flippin' love him. I really do, and I'm really excited to see how he's gonna look as he gets older, but okay, he is climbing up here and everything. I might get someone, I don't know. I was gonna say, maybe I'll get someone to check up on him, but then again, little boy is kind of doing his own thing. Look at him! He looks so cute in light blue as well. Oh, he looks adorable. Look at him. Look at him! It's a shame he's not a prince. It really is a shame he is not a prince. But I'm happy that the Caliente bloodline is continuing in such a unique way. So, that's exciting. But we are gonna jump to a note with May, as I mentioned, because we've got some interesting things happening with May. So guys, May wants to chat with Rosa about the coming formal dance at school. She's been asked by Patrick to be his date, and she's curious about Rosa's thoughts. Growing up, there's been an unspoken understanding that May and Luther are meant for each other. But Patrick's the one she has a friendship with. So a lot of us do know about this. She and Luther over here are kind of this, unspoken couple for the pack, because Luther's father Eugene and May's father Ed, the immortal prince that we have, they were fated mates. And they discovered this when they were teenagers. So they were kind of the first sweethearts we had as well. And unfortunately, as they got older, there was a bit of distance between them. I feel like brought on by Ed. And in the end, Ed decided to break off the relationship. They were wooing each other as well. Or I should say they were in... I can't even remember the terms that I use normally, but they were officially pursuing each other. They were officially courting. There we go. They were officially courting each other, and then Ed decided to break off the courtship. So Eugene kind of took it a lot harder than Ed did, and then he died not too long after that. But because that was a thing, and they never ended up staying together, the pack has this idea, I feel, that their kids are going to fulfill that, fated love that could never be. Unfortunately for May, she apparently has bad compatibility with Luther. They know the pack expects them to be together, but they haven't really ever hit it off. It could also be due to the fact that they have, a bit of an age gap between them. Instead, May has really gotten along with Patrick, and she has managed to become really good friends with Patrick. I'm not entirely sure Patrick's friendship with everyone else, but one of these days when they came back from academy, I actually got a pop-up where Patrick, asked May to prom as friends. So, for me, that's the formal dance. I should refer to it as the formal dance. Because interestingly, in my country, in Australia, that's what we call it. We don't call it prom. And I don't know what other countries call it prom aside from US. But we call it formal. Our high school formal. Or year 12 formal, we say. So, yeah, there we go. That's kind of exciting for her. So if we open up his profile, it says prom date, friends. So, there is that, but you never know what it could end up being. Now, apparently, she does find Patrick unattractive. But this is all, from May's side. We're not entirely sure what it could be from Patrick's side. What if he confesses and she accepts? I don't know. Or he confesses and she finds out that he's her fated mate. I don't know. But she's wanting to see. Right now, May is not leaning towards any one or the other. She just has a good friendship with Patrick. And, now suddenly things are kind of moving along a little bit. And she wants to know how Rosa feels about it, because she knows everyone else has feelings about this. So let's bring her over here. Let's talk to her just a little bit. We'll make some chit chat. We'll ask the baby's due date. And May can get some of these things off her chest. I mean, looking at May and Luther as well, they're the only children in their generation with a cool skin tone and blue eyes. I don't actually, whoa. I don't think anyone has blue eyes except for them in their generation. So the cool tone and the blue eyes, they're the only ones that have that. So I feel like visually they make a really good couple as well. That's kind of curious. Okay, so the next note we have is with Marie. Where's my lovely Marie? Okay, Marie has apparently completed her whim on her own. It is very in character for her, so that doesn't surprise me the slightest. But Marie wants to eat snacks and put all the recent concerns behind her. Matchmaking is a fun responsibility, and the time between matches should be spent relaxing. She's had to do a little bit of politics for her sister recently, but she wants to focus a bit more on herself. After all, who knows when her attention will be needed among the werewolves again. So Marie she needs a break. I mean, the matchmaking is a bit of a serious job and something that she has started to really look forward to and enjoy and become skilled at. So it probably adds to her, prestige and this desire she had as a youngster to be loved and be cared for. And I think because of the security she feels now within her role, she's not really coveting what her sister has. She's aware of it, she's, reflective of it, but I don't think she covets the alpha's position because she feels quite fulfilled as a matchmaker. And I mean, the matches she's been making so far, we've had 3 matches, 2 of them have resulted in fated mates, so she probably feels very, very successful. Very successful. So there is that. I'm gonna take actually, do we have a kitchen here maybe? Do we have a kitchen here? Was it this one? Okay, is this the only kitchen? Oh, I didn't realize we had like a kitchen here and we had the other kitchen as well. Well, I am gonna bring you here so that we can grab some snacks. Chocolate bunny, that's delicious. That looks really nice. We'll go grab a chocolate bunny so she can eat that. And she wants a bit of a break. This is like holiday period. Whenever we have a pregnant werewolf, it is the matchmaker's holiday period because she doesn't have to worry really about matches until the next match. So she wants to relax because, during her relaxation time, she's been doing politics just a little bit. And it's not really her cup of tea. So I think she just wants to snack. That is Marie. And honestly, relatable and so cute. I also wish to snack. My friend recently one of my best friends went to Japan, and she asked like our group if we wanted anything from Japan, like souvenir wise. And I just said, give me a couple of interesting flavored Kit Kats, and I thought she'd just get, a handful of Kit Kats. I feel like she brought like the whole flippin' supermarket with her because she got, I think, 5 or 6 different flavors, like, the bags of the mini Kit Kats you get with like 10 Kit Kats in them. Yeah, she got like 5-6 bags and all sorts of interesting flavors. So now I have like a whole bunch of Kit Kats to get through. If I were to count like the individual packages, probably like 50 or 60. So I'm really excited to go through them. And so I'm kind of relating to Marie right now, like same. Probably not great for the skin, to be eating chocolate all the time and to that quantity. But I'm trying to stagger them out a little bit. Sometimes you go a few days without, and then the Kit Kats just stare at me. You know what I figured though? If I just put them in a bag, like a paper bag where I can't really see the Kit Kats and I don't feel like they're staring at me, I can kind of deal with it just a little bit, And then I only eat it when I really, really feel like it. It doesn't feel like a duty because the Kit Kats ain't staring at me. It's okay, Marie. I am really, really glad for you. She's relaxing. She's spending some time to herself. And also, this is good. You can enjoy the tavern to its fullest. The pack will be heading back to the castle just in time for Queen Rosa's birth. Who is this chick? I don't know, but we are going to promptly destroy you. There we go. I was gonna say, are you being destroyed? Why aren't you being destroyed? But no, she's being destroyed. So okay, we are gonna rejoin the pack. Look at it, was so cute. We are gonna rejoin the pack when Queen Rosa goes into labor, and hopefully she has a boy. I don't think people are gonna be as up in arms if she has a girl, because we do have the adorable Jack. He is an heir of the pack, so people aren't freaking out of dying out. But it would definitely shut people's mouths and, add to Rosa's prestige if she did end up having a prince. Because Jack, while he's an heir, he's a noble heir. It would be great if we could have a royal heir as well. It is Saturday night, time for our queen to give birth to her second werewolf pup. So we have Marie with us, May with us in the birth chamber. Everyone else, more or less, is around the castle or making their way up. I know Ed was going in our general direction. The others are kind of scattered, but hey, that's fine. Yeah, look, Ed's coming. Ed, that is very sweet of you. As the immortal wolf who's probably going to witness the birth of every single werewolf pup that is going to be born across the generations from here on. But thank you so much for that gift. That's so nice of you. And we are going to not waste any more time and get the queen to have her baby because everyone is really anticipating this, I feel. Unless people, we could interpret this one of two ways. Either people aren't as fussed about whether the queen is going to have a boy or a girl, or people don't have faith in Rosa to produce a royal heir anymore. So nobody apart from Ed has really bothered to come here and show his support. If you remember in the previous birth, I also feel like the baby shower makes, this whole gifting thing a really good indicator of just how people feel about the child's birth. And if you remember when Nina was about to have her delivery, she had a couple gifts from a few different people. So I feel like that kind of showed, especially which people give the gifts, kind of shows which factions maybe within the werewolf pack are supporting or excited for the queen. So with Ed, he belongs kind of to the Wise Wolf faction, so I'm assuming he came as a representative of the Wise Wolves. They're quite excited for this child, and they're very supportive of this child, obviously, but I think the others are not nearly as excited. Okay, Lizzie's coming here. Lizzie, she kind of represents, along with Nina, the Royal Guard, so it looks as though the Royal Guard are also excited for this particular birth, which is very, very nice, but I never really thought about it that way. I kind of like that because the different Sims, they live, in different groups and in different sections of the castle. They have like their own living quarters, which is associated with like the different roles and duties they have, or the age groups they belong to, even the genders they belong to. So I feel like that's kind of an interesting thing, like them representing the factions. So we do have a lot of different factions within the werewolf pack. So that's kind of nice to see. Also, before she does have the baby, you know how I said we had the formal dance with May and she was asked by Patrick to attend the formal dance? Well, I did not realize that the formal dance, or I forgot that it falls on 6 p.m. on Saturday, and Rosa was having a baby at 7, so May didn't end up going. Not only that, when you get the pop-up, it's not like the school pop-up where you can choose to send them alone or you can just go with them. You have to either go with them or you cancel prom, like you skip prom. So unfortunately, we ended up skipping it for May because I don't actually want to go outside of the slot and play, through the prom. I don't want to do that. So in our gameplay, she did skip, but we can say in the story she did go. Maybe she spent some time with Patrick, and I feel like the whole story note we had with her previously, it makes for a good kind of like it adds to her character arc. So I'm happy that it did happen and we did talk about it. But okay, Queenie, are you ready? Let's have this baby. Let's see. Is it a baby boy? Is it a baby girl? What is it? What is it? I'm excited. You have, or this child, and you, by extension, you have the support of a few of our groups. The Wise Wolves, so basically the males who served in court in the previous generation under King Elmer, and then, of course, the guard captains and the little baby girls that are being raised by the god captains. And who is this? Is this Helen? This is Helen! Guys, it's Helen. This is Patrick's grandmother. Yes, this is Patrick's grandmother, Helen Empire. She's over here ghosting around as well. Okay, Queenie. What is it? Are we gonna luck out? Yes, we have a royal heir, guys. Okay, so Rosa did finally prove herself. Isn't that nice? She did actually prove herself. Okay, we are gonna name this baby Prince. Oh, I'm not even typing anything. Prince Horace Curse. Prince Horace Curse. Welcome to the family. We have a baby boy. I'm so excited. We have a little prince, guys. We have a little prince. Okay. That was amazing. We obviously should not be doubting Rosa. So this baby is gonna have, I think both parents have a warm skin tone, but I mean, we'll see when he's a bit older. He kind of looks like he might have the lightest skin tone of his father, Ira Lee. So he's Ira Lee's child. He's gonna have dark brown hair and dark blue eyes, which is gonna be a pretty nice combo because it's different from the genetics of Rosa, it is different from the genetics of Marie, and it is different from the genetics of Nancy. Actually, what about... I mean, he's different from the genetics of all the royal kids that we have had so far. Because if we look at the royal family, oh my goodness, Cassandra, Josephine, okay, Rosa's aunts might potentially die from the cold. I don't know where they are or what they're doing. Not the coolest. But, yeah, we haven't had the dark brown and dark blue gene anywhere, I think. Clyde has brown hair and light green eyes? Yeah, he's got brown hair and light green eyes. Oh my goodness, what's happening to the baby? Put the baby down! Do you know how hard it was to have that baby? Oh my goodness, guys, did you see that? She was like throwing the baby around. Oh my goodness, she was like holding the baby by his leg. You need to calm down. That is a precious child, okay? We worked very hard to have him. We don't want you to accidentally kill him or anything. No, 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 no. No. So yeah, we had, like I said, the light green eyes and the brown hair on Clyde. And then Nancy has black hair and dark green eyes. Marie has brown hair. And now she's an interesting one. Does she have pink eyes? She might have pink eyes. I don't know why that's like... I've got something in my head about her having pink eyes. I could be wrong, but I think she's got pink eyes. And then, of course, Rosa has light green eyes and black hair. So we don't have a dark blue-eyed and a dark brown-haired royal right now in the family. So that's going to be exciting. I mean, one of the previous generations could have, but I'm talking about, like, the past generation, like Rosa's generation. We don't have any of that in Rosa's generation. So I'm excited. Welcome, Prince Horace. Okay, I need to get Horace moved out. He is going to be raised under the care of our shepherd. And our shepherd is Flora Huntington, so he is going to join Master Jack. And then we need to make preparations for Marie's birthday because, guys, she's aging up into an adult. So I am very, very excited for that. You're probably going to take over into Sunday, which, you know, is a bit unfortunate, but that's okay. That's okay. We're going to have her birthday, and I'm excited. I'm really excited to see how she's going to look in her final form, you know, after her makeover as a young adult. I mean, she's so sweet. I'm excited for her. Okay, I'll see you guys in a bit. A birthday cake has been prepared for Marie by Queen Rosa and the royal court. So we are gonna get her to blow out the candles. She's gonna age up into a young adult. This is gonna be very exciting because we're gonna find out her final trait. Now, I know recently we have been talking about, you know, the pack potentially splitting into two sides with Rosa as alpha and Marie as potential alpha should she overthrow her sister. And then also in this chapter we've kind of talked about how in Marie's eyes there is a lot she owes Rosa and there's a lot of love she has for Rosa. So she's kind of satisfied with her role and she's not looking to overthrow her sister. However, this age up and this transition in her life is an important one because we are going to find out her final trait, and that trait is going to essentially be the culmination of her teenage years. And she could get the kleptomaniac trait. If she gets the kleptomaniac trait, then it means Marie will have changed her mind about overthrowing Rosa, and she is going to want to overthrow Rosa. So we're gonna have to see how this all pans out. I am very, very excited. So, Marie, let us blow out the candles and see what exactly you have in store. I don't know if we'll get the trait pop up right now or if I'll have to go through that in CAS. Usually, if my Sims have an early graduation though, or they get an A grade, they do have this pop-up come. And actually, I'm starting to think more and more that it's the C grade students or the students that don't do so well that don't get the trait pop-up. Usually if you have good grades like an A or an early graduation, this should come up. So she's already, a glutton. She's hot-headed. Let us randomize the trait, and if I feel like it fits, we'll keep it. If it's something random like Child of the Islands and I can't see it, feels like a stretch, then I will randomize again. But like I said, we are looking out for the klepto trait, because if she has the klepto trait, she will have changed her mind again, and she's gonna want to overthrow Rosa. And erratic! Okay, these Sims can talk to themselves and have unpredictable emotions. I kind of like that for her, because even if Marie decides that apparently it seems, she isn't going to overthrow Rosa and she's happy being a matchmaker and she's defending her sister, there may very well be times in her life, several times in her life,
it is finally time
that come
for us
from
to
here
dive
on
into the matchmaking for Queen
people
Rosa
are kind of putting
Curse.
her up on this pedestal or on this platform, and it makes her think that things should have been different. She's kind of resigned to the fate she has, but she can't help thinking that things could have been or should have been different. So she might be like hot and cold. So I like that. And maybe some of her actions or the things that she says is going to be inconsistent. I like that. But also, this could add to her image of being an unstable werewolf. And in the future, you never know. People might say, actually, we were right about Marie, because Marie doesn't have a cool head on her shoulder. So she probably is going to be a destructive alpha because she obviously does not know what she wants in the direction in which she wants to go. But this is really cool. I love how dynamic our characters end up because of this whole randomization system and how we try and weave their lives into the new traits, and we try and weave like the different traits together. So I love it. The fact that I don't, go and choose the traits for my Sims. I feel like we very rarely have stereotypical Sims because everyone's so different, and I love it. So, okay, that's what we have for Marie. I mean, if you look at everyone's traits, Rosa kind of has more, stable traits, but I love this. I love this so much. Okay, Marie, I am going to take you into CAS. We're going to give you a lovely makeover. And then we need to take a look at some of our Sims. We need to take a look at Marie in CAS, and then we have to take a look at Jack in CAS as well. And the new baby's still a baby, that's fine. So I'm going to do that, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, I have finished the makeover for Princess Marie Curse as a young adult. We are going to do a close-up of her face and then go through her new color swatches. This is what Marie looks like now. She has makeup, of course, because she's no longer 18. And she definitely looks more mature than she did as a youngster. And she has gone for a shorter haircut than what she had beforehand. She had a updo because of her longer hair, and I think she had like some wisps or some curls down the side, framing her face, but maybe partly due to erratic nature, she has decided that she doesn't want to deal with that. She is going to keep things short. She's going to keep things in control. So this is what she looks like all the way around. I really, really like the direction that she is going in. It is different, and I am thoroughly enjoying it. Her theme as a young adult is this muted red, which, like I said, kind of adds to the fact that she definitely seems more mature and here, like present, than she did as a youngster. I really liked the pastel, like the lilac and the gold is one of my favorite like swatches on these clothes, but I think it made her, especially because of her genetics and her skin tone, it made her a little bit invisible, whereas this one, to me, kind of makes a stand, and I feel like she's not someone anymore who is going to be overlooked by the other werewolves. She's kind of grown, she's learned, and she has made her mark in the pack. So I'm really, really enjoying that. Now let's go through her other outfits. This is her formal wear. Athletic is exactly the same. She's got the black armor for the Daughters of Loon. We have her sleepwear, so that muted red and white. Party wear, swimwear, hot weather, which is the same as her everyday, and we have her cold weather outfit. So that is pretty much it for Princess Marie Curse. Now we are going over the makeover of Master Jack Caliente as a toddler. We have seen him in game at the Werewolf Alley, but nothing can beat a nice look at our Simmies and Cass. So we are going to do a close-up of his face, and then we'll go through his outfits and his adorable color swatch. But look, guys, look at him. I just love this combination of genetics because it's so unique. It's not something that I have had before in my Sims, that particular skin tone with the really white blonde hair and the dark blue eyes. It looks so pretty, so I'm really excited. But this is what he looks like all the way around. I'm not gonna lie, I love giving the longer hair to my boys. I don't know what it is. It adds to their like elfish fantasy charm. I just love it. And I've noticed a lot with my fantasy Sims. Recently, I have been preferring to give the females shorter hair and the males longer hair. I don't know what it is, but I just really love the aesthetic of it. So there we go. This is Master Jack. And I don't know if you guys can tell or if it's just me. I feel like I can already kind of see like Nina's eyes on him, or Nina's eye shape. We'll have to see as he gets older, but I firmly believe that he is going to have Nina's eyes. So, okay, like the shape of it. This is his everyday wear. He looks so cute in that blue. It complements him so well. This is his formal wear. Look at him! He's so adorable. He looks so noble. His sleepwear. We have his party wear, swimwear, hot weather outfit, which is the same as his everyday, and we have his cold weather outfit. I'm not gonna lie, but just his genetics alone and the blue that he has in a lot of his outfits makes him look royal, even though he's not royal. I don't know what it is about him. It's a combination of all those things. He just looks like a royal baby. But we have a royal baby, and his name is Horus, so we're gonna have to see how Horus looks when he eventually comes of age. For now, though, he's an itty-bitty baby. But that is pretty much it for Master Jack Caliente. It is time for us to have our fourth matchmaking. So, we have moved out the little baby to where he needs to be at the royal den. We have had the birthday for Marie. She is now a young adult. So this is the first match she's arranging as an erratic young adult. So we'll have to see how they go. And this match is for our second god captain, Lady Lizzie Lothario. So the Lothario line may just continue through Lizzie, and I'm really excited for her. She has black hair, light brown eyes, and this beautiful dark skin. So we might get some diverse children here. And the males that have been chosen for her by Marie, one of whom we are very, very familiar with. We have Lord Floyd Patel and Lord Max Villarreal. So let me just get them like straight face so we can look at them a little bit better. Both of them have warm skin, not that far apart, I think, in tone, or I should say shade. Floyd, I think, might be a bit more medium than Max. Max might be just a little bit lighter, but very, very similar. They both have dark brown hair, in case I haven't mentioned that. Floyd has gray eyes, and Max has light blue eyes. So something interesting with both of them. So we know we already have a prince with dark brown hair and dark blue eyes, but, you know, we'll get some variation in eye color at least, and potentially skin color. So I cannot wait. And Floyd has been, I think we've had 4 matches. He's been in 3 of those. This is his 3rd match. So he's making heck of a lot of enemies. Now, Lizzie does not have a fated mate, guys. So one of these males could be her fated mate. I think it would be very, very romantic if Floyd ended up winning. And, you know, after all of these losses that he's been through, turns out he was losing just so he could win a fated mate in Lizzie. That would actually be pretty romantic. So, okay, let's go ahead and trigger their transitions. Max, get you to turn into a werewolf. Okay, guys, here we go. Here we go. Oh, Max is a golden werewolf. Okay, that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool indeed. Look at them, they're drooling and everything. Okay, I'm gonna get these 2 set up. The battle started, and then we will jump in. Oh, look at these ladies howling. Then we'll jump in to see who wins. Now, does Lizzie have an opinion? Has she met? Oh, see, this is when you have like the bars here that are like really, really similar. This is when the mod that I have, which I cannot remember the name of, but I would have mentioned it in a previous chapter, whichever chapter I got the mod in, helps me find a numerical value for the value, like these friendships. So Floyd, there's a 15 there, with a Max, there's a 15. Okay, so she doesn't have opinions, either or. She feels equally about the both of them. Now Marie, we also did not check here, but if you look at the group that she has, the pool that she could have chosen from, she has the highest relationships visually with Floyd and Max, which is why they were chosen. And if I click on Floyd and Max, I think they had an equal number. So Floyd, yep, is a 9, and Max is a 9. So those are the highest relationships she had, and that tells me that she feels they were the most appropriate for this particular match. And, you know, this is something that builds up autonomously while we play with our sims. I don't ever actively get my matchmake in particular, to talk to any of these match suitors. She just talks to them on her own, and I use the values to tell me who she wants to pick. So, okay, let me get this battle started, and then we'll be right back. Here goes the brawl, guys. Floyd was the one to initiate it because he is the first match suitor. Since they both had an equal value, I chose the first match suitor based on like age, so seniority. Floyd joined the match suitors, or you know, the pool before Max did, and he is older than Max, so that's kind of what I used to determine that he's the first match suitor. Okay, let's see. It could go either way. And I suppose I don't really have too much of an opinion on who I want to win. But I feel bad for Floyd. You know, he's been at this a long time. He's making a lot of enemies, so I kind of just want him out of the arena as soon as possible. I feel bad for my boy. Oh, he did win! Okay, excellent. Look at that, guys. I mean, I feel as though he should have probably gained some experience, you know? So he does not like spirited Sims. That is fine. And Floyd does not like argumentative Sims. That is also fine. Okay. Looks as though Max was beat up quite bad. He's got all the bandages and scratch marks. Floyd, he's not so damaged. Okay. Well, good on you guys. You despise each other, and I'm actually really happy that this is going to be the last enemy that Floyd makes, because he dislikes a lot of people. These folks aside, he, you know, is enemies with Lord Bob, with Lord Ira, and now Lord Max. Like, the two other guys are, you know, males that have mated with the alpha. So it's kind of problematic that they don't get along with each other. I'm glad that now he's out of it, though. Now he doesn't have to worry so much about this. Also, I did not check to see if these guys have fated mates. Okay, he doesn't. Oh my goodness. Guys, Max literally joined not that long ago, and he is already fated mates with Lord August Cal. Okay, so that's good to know. I suppose in the future, if Max or August are chosen for anyone, then we know nothing's gonna come of it because they already have fated mates. Oh my goodness. In that case, I'm flippin' glad that Floyd won, because I do want Lizzie to have a fated mate. I do want her to find someone for herself. So this does make me feel a lot better. Honestly, I would rather the people who are paired pair up with others who are paired. Like, if someone doesn't have a fated mate, I would like them to get the chance to, you know, develop that with someone. So I'm glad. Then again, they don't always have to pair up, like, become fated mates with Sims they breed with, like, of the opposite gender. It could be someone of the same gender that's in the court with them. So far, though, that hasn't been the thing. So now, I am going to wait for these wolves to calm down, and then we can get Lizzie and Floyd alone for some breeding. It is Sunday morning, and these guys seem to be doing a lot better at this than some of the other couples we have had, mainly because Lady Lizzie Lothario is a bit of a romantic, and she seems to have no problem wrapping Floyd around her finger. I mean, they were making jokes with each other, the conversation went very, very smoothly, and things got heated quite quickly too, so good on them. But I definitely want to, get things moving along a little bit more. Look, they have like an amorous exchange, which I feel like in the past couple of matches I've been, or the breedings I've been struggling with. But look how quickly things got steamy between the two of them. Things got steamy so quick. You know, let's declare love publicly. It might be helping that she's really romantic, and oh no, was he embarrassed by it? Oh no. No, he didn't mind. It was cringy, but he didn't mind. Oh, thank goodness. That would have been very awkward. Okay, let's do a pickup line. I mean, he's very flirty, and he was confident before, so I think this is actually really helping. How's the compatibility? They have good compatibility. Okay. And do you find him... Oh, she finds him unattractive. Well, you find him unattractive, but you know. This is what Werewolf Custom has decreed, so he's the one that you shall be with. They have good compatibility, and... Okay, so he finds her attractive. He's not really her type, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. They have to do what they have to do. And hey, you're gonna get a very lovely, werewolf pup from this. So that's all that matters. And oh yeah, you guys potentially might be fated mates. They haven't had anything pop up just yet. no notices, but, you know, that may follow. That may soon follow. Okay, look at them. Okay, I see a woohoo. I see a woohoo. In the animal shed. Yes, why not? Why not? Where is the animal shed? We'll just spice things up a little bit, you know? I think it's out back somewhere. But yes, I didn't even realize that was an option. Mainly because I forgot about it. But hey, I mean, she's a god captain. Maybe she likes things a little bit rough and tumble. Are we going, Floyd? Are we getting a move on, Floyd? I'm kind of surprised. They haven't had, like, anything come up for them to, you know, be fated mates or anything like that. Okay, they're going to do their own little thing. Excellent. Yeah, don't stop anywhere, please, Floyd. We're on a mission. We are on a mission. To the other side of the... Yep, okay. So the animal shed is, like, out here. It's actually towards the front where we have all our archery things. That's where it is. Right over here. Okay, excellent. Come on, Floyd. Come on. Even the way he walks, it's very dainty, kind of prissy, and maybe Lizzie's not into that. I mean, she's a god captain. She knows how to, you know, hold her own down. They've gone to the woohoo stage, guys, and they still have not gotten any sort of thing to say that they are fated mates. Maybe he isn't the one for her. Maybe he isn't. I mean, he's not involved with anyone. Look, it doesn't say fated mates. Nina can't be, because Nina is fated mates with Charlie. And then Floyd can't be because he has never had a romantic relationship with anyone other than Lizzie. But we haven't gotten a notice. How interesting is that? Okay, they're coming out. They're coming out. Here we go. Here we go, you two. That's kind of surprising to me. But I think that's really cool. Okay. The cake also has not been consumed of yet. We shall do the consuming pretty soon. Where is the bathroom? I need a bathroom. I need the bathroom. Where is it? It's like over here. Okay, we are going to bunny hunkers to that because we want to do a quick test to see if she is indeed expectant. So you run to that. And actually, I'm going to get Marie to call people to the cake because nobody, like, ate the cake. I feel like you guys should, you know, enjoy the cake a little bit. Oh, look at her fighting over here. Play fighting. Look at them. Look at them. Okay. This is totally friendly, guys. This is totally friendly. She's not actually wanting to, you know, take down Rosa. No. But May, I need you to step out. Lizzie, oh nice. She's expectant. So she got a positive result. That's perfect. Oh my goodness, she got her first bump straight away, which, you know, we expected, but she's got a pretty big bump for her first trimester. So let's go ahead and set down the due date. I love the fact that the tests are working again now because for a while there they weren't, which is why I wasn't, you know, doing them. But now it is, and I forgot how easy it made things and how much time it saved us. But okay, do we want her to be... Oh, yes, we do, because only the expectant mothers can throw the baby showers. Okay, understood. So, 1, 2, 3. Wednesday at 11 a.m. is when she is going to have her baby. So, we'll do a baby shower, yes. She's the expectant parent. The guests we are going to invite... Okay, so apparently she doesn't like Johnny Zest, which I found interesting. And, you know, I thought it would be hilarious if Johnny Zest ended up being picked as one of the males by the matchmaker because she hates his guts, but thankfully he wasn't, so I'm sure, you know, Floyd is better than that. But this is so curious to me. The fact that Floyd is not paired, like, he's not fated with anyone, neither is Lizzie. They have both now conceived a child, and they still haven't triggered as fated mates, so I suppose they just aren't made for each other, which is really cool. So I suppose we'll see who Lizzie ends up with in the future. anyways, we want to invite over. I think I'll just go from like the groups for now. May and Rosa, we don't have to, and Marie because they're in the household with us. But we'll do Flora and Nina. We shouldn't have to invite ourselves, just saying. We don't have any family members. She wouldn't because she doesn't really know anyone else. Let's see. I don't know if we want to invite... No, we definitely want Floyd. I was like, I don't know if I want to invite Floyd Patel. He's the flippin' father. Of course we want to invite Floyd Patel. Who else do we want? Any of the other males? I think Luther, Patrick, Clyde, Nancy, Susie, Jack, and Charlie, Ed. Does she know any of the... Okay, Ira Lee, Bob Lament, Edwin. I'm inviting these guys because they are the wise wolves, so I kind of feel like they should be here. And that might be it. I think that should be fine. She doesn't really know the others too much, so I don't feel like we need to invite them. So, okay, this is good. We want 11 a.m. at the Royal Court on Wednesday. Nice! So for a change, we're gonna have the baby in the morning or around midday and not at night. Okay. And then the day after. So literally the baby's gonna be born the day before May has her birthday. So we'll have to see how this goes down. We shall have to see how that goes down. It might delay a breeding, or it might not. It may not. I might just have the birthday as soon as possible, like around midnight. We shall see. But okay, guys. That was, I think, a really good chapter. I'm really happy with the way things turned out. I mean, we had a prince born, finally. We visited an interesting new location that the Alpha established in the Werewolf Alley. And then we had a birthday with Marie, and we managed to do another matchmaking and breeding, so I'm really happy. Now, I quickly want to check to see if the queen's baby has aged into a toddler, maybe? No, hasn't. Because if he did, I would have done a makeover and then shown you guys in cast, but he hasn't, so I suppose I don't have to worry about it too much. Well, guys, with that said and done, I'm going to leave off here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.